bros and my hoes. My toes and my bros and my hoes.
Yo.
For sure, for sure. My bros and my bros and my hoes. For sure, for sure.
Yo, we coming right now, y'all. What's up? Come on, y'all. We ain't gonna be that long, but you know the fight coming on tonight.
Would you ride for a nigga back? Would you die for a nigga back? Baby girl, would you cry for your nigga back? Would you cry for your nigga back? Baby girl, what you know about that? What you know about that? You don't know that. Baby girl, what you know about that? What you know about that? You don't know that. You don't know what's in my work on the ain't daily. Yeah.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's happening? Peace be multiplied. That's where we at with it, you heard? That's where we at with it. Hey. This when Young Thug was spitting that real shit, you heard? Word. Hey. You know better. Get my thing together, y'all.
She know she got my heart. She say do it, I jump like toes. Don't stop. You know I can't stop. Baby, the rich one, she know that I'm on the block. When she pull up, she can't go back. She gon' stop. She know
hey.
Spend 1,000 on a block, no walk. And you know I'm coming back like them boys, no shop. Line up a cop, check shot. I got J's on the flipper, watch. Get it in my pull up to them buck shots. Not chillin' with me like a fucking cable box. She wanna put me in it, I'm so on my top. Mama told me never give top outside the shop. Pull up on your girl, I'm looking like a cop. I say nigga play, I'ma beat them like a box.
Hey. Oh, yo, what's good, y'all? What's happening? It's real tonight. It's real tonight. Hey. Peace be multiplied. That's when I was fucking with Young Thug. I like that shit right there. That's some real shit all day. Real talk. Listen, y'all. Happy Saturday. You know, the fight come on, you know. I'm glad y'all came with me. I got a couple of things I want to cover with y'all. Not going to take but a couple of minutes. And but it's important, you know, because I want to spend this time with y'all every day. And I always feel like when I come here, I want to give you something you can take with you. You know what I'm saying? For real. I really, you know, it's like that. You know what I mean? So boom, right? So we're going to get straight to it because the fight coming on. And you put it on there. Let me know. So listen, I'm answering questions right now. So right now, somebody asked me about my political stance on things, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the government right now turning into an enemy of the state. You dig what I'm saying? You know, straight up and down. And it's not going. It's gonna take. I'm not gonna take no side. I don't take a side in that because I feel like both sides need to be evaluated. They tactics and how they deal. It really need an overhaul. I agree with that. So I'm not in favor of nothing that's going on right now. Pretty much, you know, the government put people before numbers, and when they put people before numbers, I can't rock with. I can't rock with them like that. Straight up, I'm not with that at all. You know, so nah, not at all. Now, that's my political stance on that. You know, you help what you can, you know, locally or whatever the case may be. But that's really why I feel on that. I'm not taking no side. And you know, don't forget what I said. When civilians start getting involved in street shit, John Q. Public gonna have a problem with that, and that make it hot. So, you know what I mean. So that's on both sides. You know what I mean. You know, so I'm not gonna pick a side with that. But pay attention to the political climate. You know, we're gonna get into that in a few more, in a little bit later. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I have a. You got to be careful. My kids told me, don't be clicking on shit. You know, because at this point, I feel they got a system set up to program lower vibrating minds to some extent. You know what I'm saying? To keep them confused, misled, and you know, and they promote violent sex, confusion. You know what I mean? Like so, you know, perversion, and the government, they give out a lot of heavy distractions. To keep some people blinded about what's really going on. You know, I happen to think some of that is their marketing. This is why we never know what really happened. You know, and when we do, we never know in real time. So because of that, you know, I'm not really rolling with the government and their tactics right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for them, but I hope that should happen. But listen, okay, that's my stance on that. Second. One of the questions in the DM was, don't forget y'all, the fight coming on. So yeah, I'm trying to get prepared, but I'm going to cover a couple of things. He said, what's a good trade school for a 20-year-old? You know, and he watched, what's up, bro? How you? Salute. He asked me, what's a good trade school for a 20-year-old? And I thought I'd give him some recommendations on that, you know. And I always felt like electrical engineer, plumbing, and welder. Welder's my first choice, you know, because you get paid for a little bit of work. You know what I'm saying? It's high number. You know, now all these make for great business independently. You know what I'm saying? So those are great things to take up in trade school. Now, there's always work with the ones that I just named. There are other things also. You can check it out. Do your due diligence and do your homework. But yeah, those electrical engineer, plumber, and a welder, they make for great businesses independently once you learn the craft. You be able to operate your own business and work at your leisure. You know what I'm saying? You know. And some of the schools, I guess you could, you know, I don't know how old you're 20 years old, but you're actually young enough to go to Job Corps. It has a program, DeVry, TCI. City College also has a vocational joint with trades in it too. So you can look into that too, man. I wish you the best of luck, man. But I'm gonna tell you what you do though. Google it and see what's up. You know, if you fill the paperwork out, you won't need no money. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Just follow the instructions. Okay, back to it. Now, okay. Now I got another question. You know, I really wanted to get into some of these, you know, because they was kind of sitting. I had a few for a minute, you know, so I want to address them tonight. Like I said, we on the clock for the fight, and they doing what they do. So listen, my man asked me, he said, yo, I've been with my girl for 3 years now. He said he taught her how to drive. They got a little crib together, and she working. Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, I got to back up. This question is from when I said, when a man sees what you see in a woman, that'll make you have to kill a nigga. And this was his response to that, and I'm going to give him a response back to that. His response was, I've been with my girl for 3 years now. He said, I taught her how to drive. We got a little crib. She working, and she back in school. She a sophomore in college. He's, you know, now his thing is, he said she grew up in the hood, and these niggas paid her no attention. He said now he feel like niggas is too friendly out of nowhere. He feel like they too friendly out of nowhere, and they would be. Now, listen up. When you get with a chick, or when you get with someone, right? And you make them happy, they start to look different. They start to look more attractive. They start looking more welcoming. Yeah. You know, you do that. You dig what I'm saying? Once you start making that person happy, everything about their character is upright. Stand up. You know what I mean? And think about it. You know, you taught her how to drive. You supported her. You gave her confidence. You have to get back in school. Hey, yo, man, they saw that, man. They saw the upgrade. They saw the upgrade you did right in front of their face, and they liked that. You know why? Because what I said, I actually wrote a little quote to that. You upgraded her. You gave her, and you gave her purpose. You supported her in giving her direction. Yeah, you did those things, you know, and you actually have her being her best self. Not saying that she couldn't have got that on her own, but when you got with her, she leveled up a little bit in life and character and personality, you know what I'm saying? And in the energies going towards her future. You got her back in school, y'all got a crib, you taught her how to drive, adult things. And when you did all these things, that made her more attractive to dudes, because he said she from the hood. And they said they never paid no attention to her. Now all of a sudden everybody's extra friendly. Yeah. Yo, man, you keep her head there. You know what I mean? And because of you, she keep a smile on her face. You know what I'm saying? And because she got a steady man that cares about her, she cares even more about herself. That makes her even more attractive. So listen, man, when you taking good care of that woman, she looking good to the next one. And you cannot knock a man for shooting his shot because that's what men do. Real talk, that's what men do. You know what I mean? You know, so make sure you don't gotta pick me. But that's a real thing, man. You upgraded her whole statue of life, and everybody now she looks different to everybody. They like, that's the same chick from 3 years ago when she was on the block? Yeah, it's the same chick. But she not the same chick. She has direction and focus now. Yeah. Her confidence is up. That part. Yeah. So mind you, you know where you found that person you with at. And you know where they went while they were with you. So yes, they're more attractive now, thanks to the joy you have given them. Be conscious of that. What you think? If you think if your chick is looking extra spicy, the next man gonna think she looks extra spicy too. You know what I mean? And some of them dudes, some of the signs to recognize some of those dudes doing that, right? You ever brought your chick around, man, and all of a sudden this nigga want to be a funny nigga? Now all of a sudden he a young Chris Tucker? Fuck out of here, nigga. Don't you want to crack jokes and all that? Nah, man. Don't turn into a funny guy when I come around with my chick. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. For real.
A lot of niggas like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's payday. Yeah. A lot of dudes like that, man. Get a little extra when the chicks come around.
Yo, young kings, watch out for them niggas like that, man. Watch out. Pillow talking ass niggas, man.
Yeah, man. Straight up and down.
Oh
Real
shit, get in the
tough.
picture and then all of a sudden everybody wanna crack jokes. You're not Charlie Murphy, you're not Eddie Murphy. Nigga, stop. I ain't gonna lie.
Watch out for the ones too. If you owe a nigga money, watch out for them ones too.
And it's crazy because one of the top five of a woman's list is he has to make me laugh. Nigga, don't. Yeah, that's on. I think that's on probably 90% of women's list. He has to make me laugh. You know. So yeah, and recognize it's a couple of little signs. You know. He asked her, yo, you need something? He shouldn't be asking her, do she need anything? You see what I'm saying? Every time you walk back into the circle, he in her ear, in her face, the same dude. Yeah, recognize those things. Like I said, be more conscious of the circles around you and how to move in them and what's really going on. You feel me? Word up, because I'm gonna tell you right now. I commend him on because when I said it the other night, he took a look at the situation, you know, because he said like, yo, 3 years ago when she was on the block, they paid her no attention. She was nothing to none of them. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden out of nowhere, everybody extra friendly with her. Yeah, think about those things. You dig what I'm saying? And don't forget, 90% of women got a at work husband. Real talk. That's a real thing. Word. Ryan, check on that fight.
The fight, right? It's funny. Yeah,
What?
It's on Netflix.
No. I'm talking about the fight I need to see. The fight. So they're not finna fight yet?
We don't know. They put on these highlights real quick.
Oh, okay.
We on Netflix. We can't hear nothing for real.
Okay, yeah, because we doing the live right now. So listen, y'all. You know, so hey, yo, some of the things I want to say is that one of these, right? You know, when my man wrote me that, you know, you got to really think about it. You know, I want people to stop getting mad at somebody because they are attractive and because they attract certain energies. I want people to stop doing that. I mean, how would you feel if nobody wanted who you was with? I mean, how would that make you feel? You know, if every time you walked up and they just turned their head or turned their nose up to who you with. Okay, you have to be proud of that. You know what I'm saying? For real talk, you have to be proud of that. And you know, and I want to say, it's kind of crazy.
Hold on. Somebody asked how much for a phone consultation, OG?
How much for a phone consultation?
Yes.
We'll talk
Yo.
about we'll talk about it later, man. Just hit me in the DMs, bro.
Yo.
Hit me in the DMs. hit me in the DMs. Hold up, I was just finna say something. Oh yeah. And another thing, yo, I'm finna throw this out there for real. A lot of you chicks, knock it off. You be low-key flirting with dudes and all that, and you don't want them. You just be trying to see if they'll bite and all that. Knock it off. Don't get somebody hurt doing that.
First thing you ask them for
Don't
is
fall for
real.
the hezzy.
Yo, man,
Don't
for
fall for
real.
the hezzy.
the
For
first thing she
real.
gonna ask you for is for some money, man.
Yo, this is the thing. See, now you know why I say that? Because a lot of chicks done that and attracted the wrong thing. Yeah. That psycho, yeah. Did you almost had to call your gangsters cousins to go see about that nigga? Yeah. Don't be running around batting your eyes at niggas and all that. Cause hey, yo, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a whole lot of that going on. You know what I mean? Chicks trying to outshine another chick and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 personal competition. All right. But listen, stay out of men's face. All right? Get your own man. And there's a lot of men in the world. You shouldn't have to share a man with one of the chicks in your circle. And that's a real thing. Hey, yo, Ryan. And I had an argument the other day with a dude. Listen, a woman is not supposed to deal with more than one dude in a circle. You heard what I said? You know damn well you ain't supposed to mess with this man. And if you do, remember this. Hoe is like a felony. It never goes away. It's with you forever. Straight up and down. You know damn well if you do two dudes in the same clique, your name is Mud. You dig what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know. Now, mind you, like I said, men will have, let's get this straight right now. Men will, I'm not saying men don't do these things, but men will do these things randomly. When women do these things, it's usually came from a plan. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Those type of things right there. And I want you women to stop flirting and leading men down a dark damn alley, but there ain't no prizes there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so oh, and another thing, I got another question in there. My man said, hit me the
They keep asking who you got. They clearly want
For
to
the
know
fight?
who you got. Yeah, they want to know.
Hey, yo, man,
They
listen,
asked 2 or 3 times. Oh man.
listen. I'm telling you right now. I'm rooting for Bud, right? I'm rooting for Bud, but on some real shit. To beat Canelo, you gotta literally beat the shit out of Canelo. So that's what that is. And I don't know how well Bud carrying that new weight.
That's a good one.
What?
They had the last banner up there is the Mayweather versus Pacquiao
Right.
The
banner.
biggest fights like that we watch like this.
And the next one is them. That's a nice lineup. That's a good lineup to be
Black
in.
Mexican.
Nah, because sometimes they'll put somebody up here and they don't supposed to be up there. Now we're looking at a Devin Haney.
Yo, what's good?
I'm good.
It's a good fight, y'all. The fight is free. It's on Netflix.
Any fights gonna be good.
I don't want to see that dude. But anyway, I don't even say his name on my pod. He ain't no real fighter. I ain't never rooted for him. He's a bum. Listen, but anyway, don't forget, y'all, any questions that y'all got, send it to the DM. We'll address them right now. I got a couple other questions. I didn't really know how I wanted to present them because I haven't actually. Because listen, you have 2 answers. You have the right answer and the answer I want to give. Let's be for real. It's really like that. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw one out there.
Okay, go.
Straight up and down. Oh boy. Hey yo, you know what? Real talk. You know what I mean? I got a friend of mine, you know. He ain't a friend, but I know him for a long time, you know. And he got a little situation. I'm a little mad at him because he not the only one though. You know what I mean? It's a lot of you older dudes that's acting real strange because you got a young chick. You niggas that turn brand new. You heard me? Yeah. This my man, he popping pills and all that. And this nigga never even smoked weed. Like, you really fell for that? She 27 and you done lost your mind on a 27-year-old? He gonna tell me, no, man, we was hanging out one night, and she told me she didn't want to be lit by herself, so she told me just take a little piece and put it on my tongue and blah 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 blah. Hey yo, man, my man this close to being a junkie right now, because now she requires that just to even hang out with him. He fell for that shit. You know what I mean? So, this is a learning moment. For real. Don't be so smart you stupid. Even if she was your age, you can't beat her doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. A man can't outdrink a woman. He can't outsmoke a woman. A man just can't. Their metabolism is just built. A woman could get shot 6 times and walk to the emergency room, man. Their metabolism, their metabolism is like that. You dig what I'm saying? They really can endure more. So don't be trying to compete with them in that regard. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just don't make sense. Because, you know, I really feel like that people need to start thinking about later. See, everybody, like right now, people not getting married, you know. I'm not saying that I'm sad about it, but people are not getting married. Everybody running around doing this and doing that, you know, and but the trend is gonna die. The trend is gonna die. It's gonna change. It's gonna be something else, you know. And I don't know how you're gonna look after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Shakur, it's like when you get tattoos, right? You got 40 tattoos. We don't know what those tattoos gonna look on your body. How they gonna look on your body in 30 years? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's it's like that. The things you doing now, we don't know how it's gonna affect you later. You know what I'm saying? I got one of my friends. He married his high school sweetheart. Man, he can't be serious. We was 16. You wait till we get in our 50s and now she want to rock with you?
That's some. Yo, hold on. I got
Hey,
something personal to say about that. I got something personal to say.
Yo, she waited mad years and let you rock, man.
I'm gonna give 2 advices to 2 groups of people, okay? For the ladies, that shit is not cool. No nigga wanna wait till you have 3 children and you, no offense, you a little bit heavier to get with. No, he wanted you when he wanted you.
Go back to him talking about something. I want to get married.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, fellas, if you got to resort to that, you might as well meet somebody new. No, seriously, like.
Not even fellas.
Because
if you resort to that means you was never getting no pussy, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, like seriously though, like
Go back to the
it's a real thing.
They won't be here long, y'all. I gotta let them speak sometime.
But like seriously though, look, if she's gonna wait till she's in
this topic really like it really goes on in my everyday life.
No.
And I understand.
It happened to me before.
It happens.
All right, look, this is what happened to me before, right? This girl, you feel me? She looked good, but I heard she, feel me? Get around. Okay, I don't judge. I'm trying to be added to the roster. You feel what I'm saying? She talking about she want a relationship with me. Now, what 50 said? Why me? Nah. You was just doing your thing. You didn't want a relationship from nobody, but you want a relationship with me. No, sweetheart. You forgetting your own program. You understand? This is your own program that you situated.
You left me, went to Jerry in high school, then went to Nick, then went to Tom.
And now you want a relationship? No, it doesn't work like that. I ain't gonna lie. You want a relationship, you gotta do things people in a relationship do. Be faithful.
So you telling me that this is the reason why people are not coupling up because they hit list. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's be for real.
No.
It's 30 days in a month, right?
Yeah.
It's 30 days in a month, and we not a couple, but we a thing. If it's 30 days in a month, and I saw you 4 times out that month, right? And I might have talked to you, let's say, 14 days out that whole month, right? We had relations 4 times, and I saw you 14 times in total out of 30 days.
Yeah.
That following month, you tell me you pregnant.
What?
I can't account enough for your time to say it's mine. See, sometimes it's the math. You know what I'm saying? See,
this is not the
Hey, listen.
listen.
It was a couple of times in the 14 days where you ain't hit me back to the next day. You know what I mean?
It's
And you not mine for me to say why you didn't hit me back. You see what I'm saying? But those days did happen. So when you tell me the following month that you're pregnant, I'ma question is the baby mine, because you got some days where you were MIA and all that. You know what I'm saying? And
they get mad.
And I know you do. I know you do you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You will be judged by your freaking friends. All right? Your friends is loose change out here. Them is your peoples. I kind of feel like birds with feather flock together. I can't say you all the way like that, but you might have a tendency to be like that at times. I'ma really feel like that. Let's be honest. If your friends are whores, don't let your boyfriends know that. Word up.
First off, you don't even gotta let us know. We be knowing before they know. Like, for real, you can tell.
We be
like,
knowing.
Yo, look. You could, I ain't gonna lie, when you be like going out with your girl, you can tell which one of her friends ain't her friends.
If one of her friends is talking to you the most,
it be quite obvious, honestly.
Your friend is never supposed to just keep conversation with you over and over and over.
She shouldn't be touching on you,
laughing
in your
at every
face
joke
and
you
all
say.
that. Nah, this is not that. Because none of my bros is gonna be laughing in my shorty face and things like that. So ladies, if you got a friend that's always in your man's face,
He said, what's a good pickup line for the ladies?
What's a good pickup line?
Yeah.
A good pickup
All right, yo,
line.
listen, man. I'm old school. I'm old school, and I'm old school, and I'm very direct. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like one of the old said, yo, you drop something. If you fail for that, you'll fall for me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, that was some calm shit, but I don't really rock like that. You know what I mean? I see a chick, my eye, and I just run up to her and say, I run right up to her and tell her, me and you look good together.
I'm gonna say a little something.
Me and you, I'm talking what I really do. He said, what's a good pickup line? I roll right up to her, size up, and I say, yeah, you the one. Me and you will look good together. Straight up and down. Now, don't say nothing. Because to know a nigga, you got to get to know a nigga. Let's get to know a nigga. It's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Word up. And that's.
And if you really that nigga, it's going to work.
That's what.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If you really feel like you that nigga, it's going to work.
I'm not finna sit here and try to build a life with you and I just met you 30 seconds ago.
Yo, sometimes
you know what I'm saying? To get to know a nigga, you gotta get to know a nigga. Let me get that. We're going to get back later.
My father has been married 25 years. Thank you.
The game ain't changed. What is he talking about?
No. She asked.
Oh, okay.
And she asked.
Oh, yeah, I've been married 25 years.
He's been married 25 years, so what makes him an expert? All right, I'm going to tell you what makes him an expert since I'm his son, right? A relationship. Y'all think it's 50-50. Y'all think it's 70-30. It's none of that.
Nah.
Every day is a new day. And some days, we got to hold each other down. You understand? So some days she may have to pick up the load and hold it down while he's taking care of what he got to take care of within the family. And some days
I got multiple baby mothers. I got 3 sons by 3 different women born in November. I got 2 Thanksgiving babies. I got 2 kids the same age. I've been a dad since I was young. Yeah, you know, and my wife. I don't know how that happened. I had 30 chicks when I met her. I didn't even need no girl when I met her, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I feel for that bullshit, man. But but I ain't gonna tell no lie. I got with her and my life just started to make sense. You know what I'm saying? We got grounded and we raised 6 kids. You know what I mean? We got 4 college graduates. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, you know, we really did that, you know. And now I'm just trying to spread what I've learned in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to spread what I learned in those things. That's it with y'all.
Yo,
they say just got to. Okay, so should I be a player or a lawman? Man, first of all,
be yourself. First of all, no. Be yourself. Nah, this ain't one of these podcasts or these type of things where you come up here and be yourself. That's the first.
Listen.
No. Hold on. This is the first thing, right? Be authentic to what you do. If you a player, right? And if you loyal, you loyal. I'll say this. Live your life. You'll figure it out as you go. No, because you're going to tell them certain things and you can't make a horse drink for water. You can walk them to it. But if it's in your blood, if it's in you, then it's in you, brother. And you might have to, take some steps to do whatever you got to do to be who you want to be in life.
Okay. Now let me give you a grown man answer. All right? First off, You're going to meet people, right? Get you an open line of communication with this particular person, all right? Now, on top of that, you're going to meet a whole lot of people, and that's fine. Don't think about that. Just know this. Everybody don't deserve your best. You understand? You don't just, you listen, if you give your love to a person, they will accept it. You understand what I'm saying? You just make sure that it's reciprocated back to you. That's really all there is to it, you know? I know your woman don't got to carry the weight like you carry the weight, but you need to know that she's grateful in the weight that you're carrying, and she's in full support of you being who you are, and she trusts you to lead where y'all taking to y'all destination. Yeah, she got to care that much about you. You know, love is forgiveness. You understand that? Love is forgiveness. Love is not torture. All right? Love is not torture. Some people need to understand that. Love is not torture at all. You know. All day. And another thing, as far as being loyal or you got to remember this. If you got to tell somebody how to love you, it's not going to work. Okay? It's a feeling thing. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to be attentive to you and things like that, or kind, this, that, and the third. But you got to remember, those same things that you want, you need to exonerate from yourself. All right? Don't be wanting something you ain't about, because why would you deserve that? Straight up and down, real talk. If you're not a kind and giving person, what the hell make you think you're going to get a kind and giving person? You heard me? That's serious. I mean that shit. And a lot of y'all ain't even like that. But you stuck with your mind boxed in on certain particular things, and you got to expand it. Open your mind. Like I said, we've all met people that don't look like what they do. You know what I mean? And turns out they're really good people. They just not cut from the cloth you cut from. So get out here and meet people. And for the being loyal and all that, let's be honest. You just give you give what they give. You know what I'm saying? If y'all not a thing, y'all not a thing. Oh, that's another thing. Listen.
Hold on.
You
Somebody
can
just commented something. He said she cries to her male friends after every argument. After I've been told her to cut them off. Oh no, bro.
Oh no. See, first of all, okay,
Bro, stop it, dude.
hey yo. First of all, man, one of them dudes trying to be the hero. Yeah, you can come cry right on over here, pull on up. Yeah, that's what that is. So nah, man, ain't nothing happening. Just the fact that that's an excuse to talk to these people and interact with these people. David, you want to say something to them? Come over and tell the chat, man.
Yeah, talk to them. Word. If you got a question first, chat. If you got a question that, like, if she's
talk to them.
I'm trying to think about it. Hold on. If you got a question, like, wait, what was said just now? Everything just fucked up my whole head. What was that?
He asked. He was
If
like,
he asked her to have no male friends, why didn't she honor that? You understand what I'm saying? That start there. And then why would you take his business to some other men? And no, that's I'm gonna be honest. That's backdoor shit. Why you telling my business to them?
You gotta question her first of all and tell her, why are you going to your male friends? What happened to the female friends? I understand if it's the female friends, but the male friends, what are you trying to gain from that? You gotta ask her, what is she trying to gain from that? Like, for real, bro. That's a question you really need to go back and ask her. What is she trying to gain?
Oh, good looking, bro. Appreciate you. He said my cut looking crispy. Hey.
That's Steph.
All right, what up, Steph? What's good? Ain't you on your way over here? Ain't she on the way over here?
No.
Oh, no, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, Steph. She gonna be in the stew tomorrow. Get it in. I said, why I'm hiding the smoke? Because I might want to use this clip somewhere else. Hey, Saturday night, the fight about to come on. We into that. Got any questions? Gaslight me every time.
No, he wrote something above that too.
What he wrote?
Her excuses, they know her trauma and know how to handle her emotions, and I don't know how to.
Oh, man, that's crazy. She had sex with every last one of them.
Yo.
Dead ass. Yeah. She for the gang, man. She is. Why they know her traumas, bruh? Yeah.
That's his wife?
That she for everybody. Ain't know his wife. She for everybody. You listen, man. You just had your turn. She's a Ferris wheel, bruh. Yeah. I said, they know my traumas and this, that, and the third, and you don't. So go get with them. Dr. Phil ass niggas. Word up. Shut them down, man. Come on, man.
Don't get her trying to counsel my girl.
Nah, man, listen. I'm going to tell you right now. You hear me, nigga? Knock it off.
Nah, word.
You sitting around thinking about, God, yeah, the sex was good. But it ain't yours. It's for everybody.
So I'm saying,
You're
like,
not
what am I
gonna-
good
that's
for?
the
What
only,
am I here for?
and he know, he, listen, man. Let's keep it 100. You already knew that answer. When she ran to them dudes, blase, skippy, woo, 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 you knew already. Don't question yourself, man. You know damn well you ain't go. You know, she got a bunch of male friends. If she running the dog, they, oh, man. The girl's a bungee jump. She's a bungee cord, bruh. All right? You know that. You know that. Don't do it. Don't be it now. But no, I said it because it's something about her that makes him want to, look past all the male friends. No, knock it off. Straighten me down.
Hold on. Did she have the male friends before the relationship, or were they always in?
No, ask her, when did they learn all your traumas and shit? Okay? Yeah, when was you crying on their shoulders, bleeding your heart out to these dudes? Who the hell is these niggas? No, go with them niggas.
What makes you so comfortable? to
Go
talk
with them
about
dudes.
shit?
No, go with them dudes. Like, real talk. I'm disappointed to hear that because
Word, bro. That shit just.
I'm disappointed to hear that because
When I drink, I'm a sip up for you.
y'all supposed to be in the happy phase. You heard? When you get in a relationship, the honeymoon's supposed to last for a little while. You shouldn't be in year 3 arguments in year 1. That's a sign. I'm going to tell you something else. If she don't want to give up the passwords, this might not work out. Listen, we cooperate in relationships because we want the relationship to work and to continue. This is why I do what you ask me and you do what I ask you, because we want it to grow and work. When you belligerent, when you keep going against the grain, you keep jumping outside the box. A girl's trip is jumping outside the box. You can't be my woman and go on a girl's trip. Straight up and down. That's my word. That's a rule now. If you can't be my woman if you got an OnlyFans. See, listen, fellas, and women. When a chick got a dude, they got some bread, and he ain't stingy, she's never gonna delete his number. You know why? Because if she ever needs something in emergency, she know he gonna come through. All right, straight up and down. And on the flip side of that, if he ever have a dry night, everything fell through, he got old reliable. You mad ain't answering your phone and all that, yeah. He gonna hit her old reliables there in 12 minutes. Yeah. These things really do exist, y'all. And even when they happen, you can't hurt nobody over there, y'all. Okay? I'm not gonna fight you, I'm not gonna spite you, I'm gonna get 5 just like you. Alright? Remember what I told y'all. Be mindful of the things you tell people. You heard? Don't, be conscious that you're about to break somebody hard for your safety. You know what I mean? Seriously. Remember I told you, every 4 hours and 20 minutes, a woman's getting killed by a man who said he loved her. Now, woman, what did you think? This man gave you all his time, energy, and money, and he thought he was the happiest time of his life. And he just found out that you don't care nothing about what he been doing for you or what he been giving you. That puts you in danger. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Straight up and down. I mean that. Try to stay safer. You hear me? I mean that. And again, he is dead wrong. You understand? He's dead wrong. She should be able to say what she want to know. That you right. You right. But these boys that made that going local on the chick a thing.
Yo, Gerard said.
And I wanted to stop, you know what I mean?
He gifted 63 roses. Just say thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. I appreciate you, man. Page5Lit, we outside. Just trying to do our thing, man. You know, and I appreciate. Listen, like and subscribe. Y'all, please share everything, right? And please feel free to leave a gift. You know, we're just trying to do some things and we're trying to spread the energy. We come here to talk about real things, growth and development. We ain't here to tell war stories. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here for none of that. I'm not here to point no fingers, telling you how to live. We ain't trying to do it. We here to try to get aligned and focused. Nobody has all the answers, but together we can figure out a few. Anybody got any comments to what we talking about? Yo, throw it in the chat. We here. It's Saturday night, you know what I mean? We together, you know what I mean? Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with the kid tonight. Appreciate y'all, you heard? I'm trying to get my numbers up, man. I'm trying to take this out. They was calling me the realest OG on TikTok. Wow, I'll take that. Oh, and I got called TikTok Dad because I really care. And that's all that's really about. You know, if you love somebody, it'll show in your ways and actions. Remember, love is a verb. You know what I mean? And remember, preachers, politicians, and rappers, they the only ones that get paid for what they say. The rest of us get judged and paid by what we actually do. All right? You can talk all that old fly shit out your mouth, blase, skippy, woo, 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 all that. When the smoke clears, she want to see what you did. All right? Straight up and down. You know, listen, man, as a grown man, you only get one favor from everybody that loves you because you're a grown man. I don't know who wrote that shit on a rock somewhere. But that's what it is, you know. They only gonna help you, they only gonna pay your phone bill once. They ain't paying it after that. You know what I mean? You only gonna get this gas money once. You only gonna get that rent paid once because you a grown man. You dig what I'm saying? And that's really, and I'm gonna tell you right now, a woman who's struggling with a couple of kids, she's not really gonna get no help if everybody knows there's a man there. They not gonna pay her cable bill and her man live with her.
He said, thanks, Unc. I'm hurt as fuck, but this really laid it out clear. Too good to be stuck on this.
You're welcome, man. But listen, that ain't nothing. When one door closed, another door open. You heard me? Now you can free your energies to accept something new into your life. Get rid of that shit. You know what I mean? What happened?
Go get some numbers.
It's payday. He in love every week. Knock it off. Anyway. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. You know, you meet people, and no matter what happens, you can't call it. But present your best you. All right? Present your best you. I mean that. Because you never know what'll happen, you know? The person might not look like the normal person that you chop it up with. You know what I'm saying? But you might mess around and get somewhere with it, you know? You know, and some of y'all do have a type. And how is that working out for you? Yeah, that part. You know what I mean? That part. Any no more questions in the chat? How long have I been on?
43 minutes.
43 minutes? Okay. We getting ready for the fight, y'all. If y'all ain't got no more questions in the chat, we're gonna hold it down. I'm gonna be back Monday, 9 o'clock. I'll be back Monday at 9 o'clock, y'all. Please come into the chat. We're gonna have a whole new thing going on. You know how we always do. Build and develop and grow. Remember, we just trying to be better than yesterday. And the way we working today, we're gonna be better tomorrow. Yeah, I believe in that. Straight up and down. Oh man, it's too late. I can't. We got the fight on, so I can't put my song on. We got the fight on. My son blew the speaker out and all that. Page5Lit, we outside, y'all. Listen, to catch my whole episodes, go to YouTube. Page5Lit on YouTube. You can catch the whole episodes of all my lives, y'all. You heard?
And join this Discord.
And join my Discord. Cost you nothing.
We chop it up.
We chop it up. It's a few things in there, you know. Like I said, I got a few cheat codes for my peoples. You heard? Lock in with me. We can get a few places. I'm gonna start putting some links on there that help get you somewhere. You know. Word up. We're gonna start doing that. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'm going to see y'all Monday, 9 o'clock. Y'all tune in. You heard? Share everything. You heard me? I'm still trying to get all this.